Hey everyone, it is Tuesday night, almost midnight, April 9th, and Victor had his procedure today. He was on the table for 8 hours and 10 minutes. Oh my God. So it took that long for them to find his trigger points for his tachycardia slash atrial flutter. His atrium were fluttering, and that was what was causing his tachycardia. They went in through the groin, they thread up into the heart through the veins, and it's the reason why it takes a long time is they have to do mapping, and they do that with computer and some programs and stuff, and they map different areas to see whether or not there are aberrant signals going on, and that takes a really long time because they just do tiny, bits at a time. And also they found, I could not believe it, I was like so happy, like we are so blessed. They found what they believe are his trigger points for the atrial flutter. And it took 8 hours, almost 8 hours to get there to that point because it was in the back of the heart, supposedly. So it took a really long time. They were able to ablate it. They ablated some other areas also in his heart, around the pulmonary veins and a couple of other areas, even though they had done that before, the pulmonary vein ablation. But there was some other areas that did not create a lot of scar tissue. So the whole idea is that you need to have scar tissue there so that the signals cannot go through them, so that the person will not have an arrhythmia. And so they believe, anything could happen. I mean, like, even though they believe that they got everything, still in 2 months, 4 months, 7 months, 9 months, you never know. It could, these signals can find a way, because it's sort of like, like how water will find a way to flow. If it's blocked, it'll try to find a way anyway, seep through the tiniest area to keep going. And they also say even life, a weed will find a way to grow. They sometimes have weeds, growing out of concrete. Life will always find a way, and arrhythmias may also always find a way too. But for now, they tried to create, after they did the ablations and stuff, they tried to create an arrhythmia now in those areas to see, and they couldn't, which is excellent news. They couldn't manufacture an arrhythmia. They do that, by shocking it and stuff. And normally they were able to create an arrhythmia, but now that those areas are ablated, they couldn't. They consider this a complete success, but again, you have to, time will tell whether or not it really was a complete success. If he can go for the rest of his life, and hopefully a long life with no more arrhythmias and stuff, this was a complete success, and he is so happy. I am so happy. We are so blessed. Not everybody gets cured for atrial fibrillation or for tachycardia or for atrial flutter or for all different arrhythmias. Not everybody gets the cure. A lot of people, they go to the doctor, they go to cardiologists and electrophysiologists, and they try it, but it doesn't happen. And he thought that he was going to be, also one person who he was cured of atrial fibrillation, but not tachycardia. And that wasn't the case, and because his doctor came out like with the biggest, when he came to see me after the procedure, first of all, I was sleeping. I was sleeping in the chair, but that's a story for another day. And he came like with the biggest smile on his face, and he says, he's from England, and with his English accent said, I can't do an English accent well, but he said, like, Natalie, I have some excellent news for you. You are going to be so happy, because he and I had like a very long talk about what's going on, and Victor and he also had a talk, of course, and they know how serious we wanted this, and we were banking on it, and we were, praying that it was going to happen, and it was going to be a positive outcome. So just wanted to share that with everyone, because you guys have been sending prayers, and I think that you've been writing to me, just on your own, not being prompted or anything, saying, like, I'm just thinking about you today. I'm thinking about you and Victor, and I thank you for that, because I know that we all have lives, and we all have things going on, and some days they're okay, life is good, but some day life is bad, and blah blah. So yeah, that's the news from North Carolina. It was in the 80s today. It was so warm outside. While I was waiting for Victor, for the procedure to be over, I was walking around a lot and then resting and walking and resting. I went outside. I sat in the sun. They have an atrium and they have this like garden area, and I sat in the sun. I got a little burn on my face, which is good. You know, a little bit. It's okay. You know, and I got some vitamin D. I let the sun, you know, go on my, actually, the sun is supposed to hit your pineal gland. It's somewhere on the, I think it's on the side of the face, on the upper, near the forehead or something. I think that's where it is, because it hits the pineal gland, and that gives you a really good dose of vitamin D. So, yeah, so I just felt very vitamin D full, you know. So, sorry. So, let's see what else. I think that is it. I'm going to start writing to you guys. I haven't written to you guys, but I am going to write, and I want to thank everybody just verbally for caring. And, you know, I know that, like, most of us, we're all strangers, sort of, you know, we have an interest in dolls, but I really, really do thank you guys. And, you know, you can never have enough prayers. You can never have enough people that care about you and are thinking about you and stuff. No matter how many friends and family and stuff you have, you really can never have enough. So I thank you guys. And I'm going to be writing to everybody who has sent me well wishes. I'm going to start tonight and then continue tomorrow. So tomorrow night, when I get back from the hospital. He's going to be in the hospital through at least Thursday night or through Friday night. They started him on a new medication that he needs to take for the first month, you know, while his scars heal in his heart. So he has this medication he has to take, and it's an antiarrhythmic. And so while I'm alone and stuff in the hotel room, I'm going to, you know, rate everybody starting tonight a little. And, okay. Toodaloo and stuff. And, I hope everybody's having fun and doing well and things are going good in your life. And, work is going okay, and, you know, relationships are going good, and things are working out well. Because here in North Carolina, we got like the best news ever. So I'm going to share all that good news, and I'm hoping that you guys in your own personal lives and stuff, that things are tripping good right now for you guys. Okay, here's a kiss. It's also called a smooch. So, and if I could hug all of you, I would, but even though I'm in North Carolina, I mean, I'm in another state now, but I don't think my arms can go that long. Even in New Jersey, they couldn't really get that long. I think all I could do was, like, maybe go, like, I don't know, 3 feet, 4 feet. Okay, I know. I'm not making sense anymore. It's not even funny. Okay, bye-bye.